Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everybody. It's Bob Maxwell with R.A. Maxwell and Associates. I just want to talk to you about the items that we have coming out on our ad for this month, on our Emma ad. We're featuring both our dicer and our slicing line. We've done really well with both of these lines throughout the last several years. I've been representing the companies since 2004. So we have about 16 years partnering together. These are wonderful quality machines made in Germany by MHS. So what we're featuring this month is our Model 850, our 1000, and our 3200 dicer. So the 850 is typically we sell those into taco shops, little Hispanic markets, some of the small processors. And then when you go to the 1000, what that does is it gives you a little bit more volume. It gives you about 2,000 pounds an hour. A little wider chamber, 4-inch chamber versus a 3-inch chamber on the 850. 850 will get you about 1,500 pounds an hour. And then we have our 3200, which is our large machine. It's an auto feed. You use a 400-pound buggy to dump into it, and it sorts it and straightens it out and drops it into the chamber. And so those are three great machines. We do have special pricing on those. So if you are in the market in the month of January, we do have special pricing, so please contact us at R.A. Maxwell. You can contact me at bob@ramaxwell.com, or you can call the office here at 951-734-8152. And then as far as the slicers go, we're featuring our Model 7021 LC. That's a basic slicing unit, horizontal slicing for boneless product as well as bone-in pork loins. So if you're doing bone-in pork chops, it's a great machine for that, as well as any of the boneless products. We can actually go down as low as a 1/2 millimeter. So you can literally hold the piece of meat up and see through it. It's so thin. But we do that a lot for our customers that are doing cheesesteak and some of the other real thin cuts. So take a look at that machine. We got a great price on that. And then the next model is our 7036 ES. So that's a wider chamber, 36 centimeters or 15 inches wide. Versus the 7021 has a 8.5-inch wide chamber. So there's nothing really in the primal cuts that shouldn't fit in the 7036 ES. Also, the ES is a computerized system, and so you can actually dial in more for weight. So as you're slicing, you might be slicing, say, at 6 millimeter or 1/4 inch thick. But to get the highest yield out of that piece, maybe you need to be slicing at 5.9 instead of 6 mil. And that'll give you the same size cuts all the way through, give you the same weight all the way through. So take a look at that if you need more specific weight. And then we have our ICC 36. We actually have one of those sold. We'll be getting that in probably the 1st of March. We're going to be doing demos here for a week before we deliver the machine. And so if you have high volume, you're doing pork chops, you're doing bone-in or boneless pork chops, if you're doing any kind of boneless meat, even you can do things like chicken and pork, chicken and fish in these as well. And so if you have any need for any of those, please give us a call at your earliest convenience. But the ICC 36 is really an exciting machine for us. Super high volume, continuous feeding. A lot of the slicers, you have to open up a chamber like the Ross and Titan and some of the other ones. You have to open up a chamber, you have to drop the loin in, close the chamber, and then it'll slice it. Whereas if you look at the video on the ICC 36, the operator's just feeding one after another. So ergonomically, from a safety standpoint, where you don't have operators lifting 20, 30 pounds over their shoulders, getting that back strain, getting shoulder strain. The ICC 36 is waist level, and so as you're loading the products on there, there's no twisting or bending of the back. So take a look at that. We have several large plants, large companies that you would know looking at this machine. So we think it's going to be a really exciting machine for us for 2021. All right, so that's our wrap up of our machines. We thank you so much for everything this past 2020. I know it's been a difficult year for a lot of people. And we just look forward to a much better 2021. Thank you so much, and have a great day.